Good morning. I'm Heather Haley here at the GBTA broadcast studio, and I'm really excited this morning to have with me Pete Como from Phocuswright. Welcome.
Thank you, Heather.
So recently we were super excited that GBTA and Phocuswright partnered together on a new innovation series. Can you tell me a little bit about the program?
Sure. So Phocuswright's a market research company that focuses on how travel technology trends impact the industry. And we also produce events, and part of that event series is curating a group of innovators that come up on stage, pitch their innovation in front of an audience of senior level executives as well as investors. There's also dragons on stage, and these dragons will challenge them and help them understand where their innovation fits within the industry. So we have a great audience, a very senior level audience, but we saw an opportunity to partner with GBTA in order to plug in some of our business travel focused innovators into an audience that really suits them. So often we get innovators that don't really know where they best fit in the market, so maybe they come in as a B2C company and they realize that it's really hard to compete against Booking.com and Expedia and some of the others that are in the market. So we help guide them to, well, maybe there's some applicabilities here in B2B, and then maybe there's some applicabilities for business travel.
Yeah, and that makes sense. We're so excited to be able to connect them with their potential customers.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked a little bit obviously about innovation. This series really focused on the startup space and travel technology. Why is that so important to Phocuswright?
Yeah, so innovation in travel is really, really difficult. And we know that because we've been researching the space since 1994. So we look after these trends that are evolving in the market. And the industry has a lot of legacy technology that they have to that travel companies have to deal with. So as we think about innovation, we really think about it from three different perspectives. One of them is, research and looking at startups and how they're funded and what sort of categories they're focused in. We also look at how travel startups can best connect with the industry. And then on the flip side, how the industry, established companies can both innovate internally as well as connect with startups that can really help them move forward. So innovation's really big for us, and as we think about plugging our innovators into different audiences, again, the GBTA audience makes a lot of sense because there's a lot of buyers here that really like to see this stuff. They like to follow what's going on and maybe think about how can we put that into our program, as well as the suppliers, the TMCs and others that are really looking to push their businesses forward, and connecting with innovation is a big part of that.
And a lot of people here might not realize that we started this innovation series off with 9 startups that we included in the competition. I hate to put you on the spot, but any of those 9 that were standing out in your mind as we came into this?
That's a tough question. And again, back to the point about innovation being really difficult. I think it's hard to identify who the next, Airbnb or Uber is going to be, those game changers that really take a different, create their own segment of the market. So what we do is we look at some of those technology trends that are evolving, artificial intelligence, conversational commerce, AR, VR, and we kind of curate a group of innovators that are really doing great things within those categories. And I think we did that as we chose the innovators for GBTA. Wago, 30K, Air Mule were 3 great choices to bring here to convention.
Yeah.
I think the audience made a pretty good choice with 30K. It's a really interesting model.
Well, we couldn't agree more. We're super excited for the partnership. I'm thrilled to spend some time with you this morning, so thank you, Pete.
Thank you very much, Heather.
From the GBTA broadcast studio, I'm Heather Haley.